Griner, who was imprisoned in Russia in a man's prison, which I had no idea.
Is under fire for extremely aggressive behavior portrayed toward Caitlin Clark, the rookie from last year, the one that has everybody's focus in the WNBA. And this incident has, of course, gone viral online, but also sparked up some other skeletons in Brittney's closet that she probably wants to stay hidden.
Brittney Griner got the shock of her life. And no, it wasn't a surprise celebration. New reports and league scrutiny have sparked intense reactions around her status in the WNBA, sending social media into a frenzy. At the same time, Caitlin Clark flipped the narrative entirely with her aggressive, fearless play, shifting attention away from controversy and straight onto the court. What happened next set the basketball world on fire, and the fallout is only getting louder.
To see this. So Brittney Griner has just been banned from the WNBA after this situation with Caitlin Clark is going viral, where she made some extremely racist remarks from the bench after getting fouled out by Caitlin Clark. I mean, this is just insane. Just watch this video, bro.
Griner's frustration boiled over, and fans noticed immediately. After years of being one of the league's most physical and polarizing players, renewed attention on officiating standards and player safety has clearly struck a nerve. Critics argue the WNBA has long avoided difficult conversations, and now those issues are resurfacing at the worst possible time for the league.
Who could have predicted that Brittney Griner might get mistaken for a...
For years, fans have complained about inconsistent rules, uneven enforcement, and the way physical play is handled, especially when rising stars are involved. That frustration exploded after Griner's heated moments on the court and her now viral confrontation involving Caitlin Clark. The incident wasn't just about trash talk. It became a symbol of deeper tensions around favoritism, accountability, and how stars are protected.
Brittney Griner just called Caitlin Clark a trash effing white girl. Caitlin Clark has been picked on and abused ever since she entered the league in 2024, and now Brittney Griner is joining in on the action, saying that she is an effing white trash white girl because after she fouled out, she decided to take her anger and frustration out on Caitlin Clark. If the roles were reversed, imagine the type of field day the media would be having right now. Let's all remember the character of Brittney Griner. This is the same woman who got caught smoking weed in Russia.
Here's where things escalated. Analysts and former players began questioning whether the league has failed to properly address competitive balance and player safety. The conversation shifted from individual moments to systemic issues: how physical advantages are officiated, how fouls are enforced, and why the league struggles to apply consistent standards across the board.
There are a number of states who are aggressively moving to prevent transgender athletes playing. And I was wondering, where is that going to be on your radar in terms of advocating for, athletes, all athletes, transgender athletes to be able to play?
Oh, I mean, that ranks high on the list of things that I'll be fighting for and speaking up against. You know, everyone deserves the right to play. Everyone deserves the right to come here, sit in these seats, and feel safe.
Really, Brittney? Really? Can we switch this Brittney with the other Brittney, please, and bring her back?
This isn't internet speculation. It's a growing debate among coaches, analysts, and fans who want transparency. They're calling for clearer guidelines, better enforcement, and honest conversations about fairness in women's basketball. And the WNBA's silence has only fueled the controversy, leaving many wondering whether the league is protecting the integrity of the game or avoiding uncomfortable truths.
Made a trade for the Merchant of Death and returned him back to Russia for him to continue doing the same shenanigans that he was doing before he got arrested. He sold $10 million of arms to the Houthis. Do you think this was an even trade? The WNBA is nothing more than the WWE with women in basketball short.
And to add insult to injury, quite literally, there have been multiple on-court moments caught on camera that sparked outrage, including physical plays involving Caitlin Clark that many fans felt crossed the line. Whether you call it tough defense or unnecessary aggression, those incidents reignited a debate the league has tried to avoid. When physical dominance repeatedly overshadows skill, fans start asking uncomfortable questions. Not about personalities, but about policy, fairness, and accountability. And when the league refuses to clearly address those concerns, it fuels frustration, distrust, and division among players and fans alike.
Seems that the WNBA is, well, we know it's not a serious league, but it seems like maybe they are trying to hide something. They certainly do not want anybody with an opposing viewpoint covering their league. Now, mind you, this is a league that's never turned a profit. This is a league that, even with Caitlin Clark having joined this league last year, lost $40 million.
Used to be a chill, quiet place. You could bring your laptop and relax, maybe even get a little work done. But now it's like there's a large gathering of people watching us from the stands. Some of them are yelling crazy shit about what they're seeing, putting unfair pressure on us to score, like we're there for their entertainment, and that's pretty gross. Are you
I act like
Now, put yourself in the league's position. The tension isn't just about one moment or one player. It's about what happens if the rules themselves are challenged. If eligibility standards ever come under serious review, the ripple effects could be massive. Records questioned, past seasons debated, legal and financial consequences looming in the background. That's why silence becomes the default response. But avoiding transparency doesn't make the issue disappear. It amplifies it. Fans notice, players notice, and the longer governing bodies hesitate, the louder the backlash grows.
still coming, and that's going to bump up to about $220 million a year. But even that won't matter if something happens and Caitlin Clark's ratings disappear, like they have now that she's been injured. But that is not teaching this league anything. A couple of weeks ago, and even though it went viral, it somewhat got lost in the shuffle. Brittney Griner's effing white girl trash comments that was caught on video. Some people tried to claim it was effing whack call. I'm sorry, there's not a world where...
Here's the bottom line. Women's sports exist to ensure fair competition among women. That's not controversial. That's foundational. The moment fans believe the playing field isn't level, the integrity of the sport is at risk. This isn't about hate. It's not about targeting individuals. It's about preserving the very structure that allows women's athletics to thrive. Biology has always mattered in sport. That's why divisions exist in the first place. Ignoring that reality doesn't move the game forward. It puts it in danger.
Watching on purpose, it's very disruptive. It's called a freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game. It's very disruptive. It continues. Brittney Griner voiced frustration in a recent interview, claiming that Caitlin Clark is ruining what used to make the WNBA great. Wait for this.
Empty stands?
This is why the WNBA is never, ever, ever going to work and never make money. And this is exactly what Caitlin Clark gets for bending the knee. Do you guys remember when she said, when we lost all respect for her, when she said, I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. And the more we can elevate black women, this is going to be a beautiful thing. That's when it was all over. And Angel Reese and Brittney Griner, they walk around like the league owes them something. Even Ryan Clark's attitude as if, bro, where's the victimhood? These are freaking millionaires. Like, what are you talking about? It's attitude, it's no humility, just entitlement, and that's not confidence, it's arrogance.
Imagine training your entire life for a shot at the highest level, enduring injuries, sacrifices, and years of discipline, only to feel like the rules don't protect competitive balance anymore. That frustration is real, and it's shared by athletes and fans alike. What makes it worse is the response from leadership. Instead of open discussion, there's deflection. Instead of clarity, there's silence. Inclusivity is important, but inclusivity without fairness is inequality. And when safety is compromised, the consequences go far beyond wins and losses.
Once revealed in an ESPN interview, the struggle she faced with her body and outward appearance when she was growing up. Yes, she's very flat-chested. Listen, there's arguments about there. There's arguments out there about people that think she's not a biological woman. I ain't gonna argue with you too hard. Fact checkers say she is, but just essentially is completely flat-chested.
Let's be clear. This conversation isn't about denying anyone's identity or right to exist. It's about ensuring that policies reflect both respect and reality. Women's sports were built through decades of struggle, and they deserve protections rooted in science, transparency, and competitive integrity. Clear, consistent eligibility standards aren't extreme. They're necessary. Ignoring the issue risks alienating fans, sponsors, and the very athletes these leagues claim to support.
WNBA is committed to eradicating racism, along with criticism and most other isms. Now, of course, feminism is allowed along with feminine masculinism. A week or so into the season, Bob Griner potentially violated the no space for hate policy. Bob was caught on video speaking blasphemous rhetoric towards the Great White Hope, but for some reason, Kat Engelbert is choosing to ignore it. Kat Engelbert can't find the interest to even launch an investigation.
So this isn't just one story. It's a warning sign. A moment forcing women's sports to choose between optics and honesty. Fans and athletes are no longer asking quietly. They're demanding answers. Transparency, accountability, fairness. Because women's sports aren't a political experiment. They're a hard-earned platform built on opportunity, dignity, and trust. And if that trust collapses, the damage won't stop at one league. It will echo across the entire future of women's athletics.